One thing that's really interesting about how Sukuna is portrayed in the battle between Gojo and Sukuna, especially by the end, but even early on, at least a bit, is that he's not really portrayed as this malevolent force of absolute destruction like he usually is portrayed as. And will go on to be portrayed as in this very same section of the story. He's put in this not just defensive position, but oddly passive position in the grand scheme of things. And obviously there's a reason behind that, right? Like he's adapting the entire time and is looking for something specific. So he's not really going out and crazy and wild, but it's interesting because it stands in such direct opposition to every other Sukuna we see. Every other battle, every other incarnation where he's this malevolent force of absolute chaos, despair, agony, horror. And in this case, he's just a man hopping and jumping around. Of course, he has his moment early on. He does dismantle a building in half and then cause it to collapse on both him and Gojo, but that's really about it. Even his malevolent shrine never gets that big. It never reaches the same scale of destruction it did until later on, once again, further into Shinjuku. It's an interesting point to put a character who's so heavily associated with destruction against a character who's usually against such a thing and have their roles flipped, where Gojo is the massive, destructive, world-destroying force, while Ryomen Sukuna, he's a man essentially fighting a deity.